Welcome to the CiconePrince.com show starring your man, Cicone Prince. Cicone is an international recognized motivational speaker that focuses on personal development and leadership development. He does this through thought-provoking keynotes, life-changing books, and powerful group coaching sessions. Cicone is a transformational speaker, award-winning author, editor of a globally read online magazine, and conference host. Please welcome your host, Cicone Prince.
All right, that's my DJ Mike J. Thank you. Hey, listen, let's go on and get this show started. Welcome to the CiconePrince.com show. And yes, I'm your host, Cicone Prince. I'm going to start off telling you a little bit about myself, but the first thing, I noticed something. I'm wearing the exact same suit I had in my picture. It's time for me to get an upgrade because I'm on TV now. Well, listen, I'm a motivational speaker that focuses on personal development and leadership development. That's right, personal development and leadership development. Now, personal development because no matter where you go in the world, you're there. And if you never develop as a person, if you never develop as an individual, you take the same thinking from one relationship to another, from one job to another, from one company to another, from one business to another. So if you never take the time to develop individually, you can never be a better part of a whole. But then once you've learned some personal development aspects of your life and how to live, the next thing is sharing that with other people. That's why the leadership development comes in. Because to me, personal development means leading yourself. But after you've learned how to lead yourself, the next logical step is to help lead others. And that's where the leadership development comes in. And this show is going to help you to look at yourself in an objective way, to see where there are areas where you can improve and things that you can work on in order to make yourself better. Now, I'm going to lay out in this particular episode how the show is going to run. Basically, our show format. Because we have a 30-minute or 28 minutes, 30-second slot, what we're going to be doing is going to take 5 minutes of the initial episode, and we're going to talk about something relative to personal development. We're going to talk about something relative to personal development. And what I thought about is that I have a ton of content online, and some of you may not have even actually seen it. So if I'm going to have something new and fresh, I'm going to have a segment called Fresh Out the Oven. That means something that I hadn't shared up until this point. But then there are times when I can go back to the vault and get something from the vault to share with you. So either we're going to have something fresh out the oven or fresh out the vault. But it's going to be something in the area of personal development. That's the first 5 minutes of the show. Now, after that, we're going to transition a little into leadership development. And we're going to spend a little time talking about the aspects of leadership that you can actually put into place today to help you become a more effective and more impactful leader. And this is not just for companies. This is for organizations. This is for businesses. This is for churches. And yes, you have an opportunity to develop even as a church leader. Invest in your people. And we have some more resources, and we'll talk about that a little later. But listen, if you want to find out more about me, you can go to CiconePrince.com. That's right, CiconePrince.com. You can find out all the information about me. But if you want to find out more about this particular show, go to CiconePrince.com/show. And that's where you'll find out the latest and greatest information of what we're going to have. Now, I talked about the first 5 minutes of the show, the first 10 minutes of the show, personal development, then leadership development. We're going to have a little break. And after the break, we're going to actually transition into the interview portion of the show. That means that I'm going to have industry leaders and insiders in their own right that are going to come on, and we're going to interview them in the areas of personal development and leadership. We're going to interview them in the areas of personal development and leadership. And I generally have two of the same questions, but I know the answers are totally different. One of the questions is, what have you learned from a personal standpoint that has helped you to develop to become the leader that you are? And then they share a little bit about that. And after that, we transition to how they use those skills they learn to lead themselves, how they learn to lead others, how that translates, how that looks when you take those same skills that you've learned just to lead yourself, when you take those and start leading others. So I am so excited about this show. I'm excited about this opportunity, and I'm excited about you tuning in. Now, here's what I need you to do. Because unfortunately, this isn't interactive, I need your help. I need for you to let me know if I'm doing anything that's making a difference in your life. So what I need for you to do is, if that's the case, I need you to go to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. I also need you to go to my Facebook page, and I'll put the link on the screen. You can check me out there. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You definitely want to actually stay connected, because that's the only way I can get the feedback as to whether or not what I'm doing on this platform is making a difference in your life. And when you contact or reach out to me, what I need for you to do is tell me where you saw this from and where you're viewing it from. I need you to rep your city, rep your state, wherever you are watching this. I need you to let me know whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on my Facebook page, whether it's on my website. I need for you to let me know, because I want to make the most of this opportunity to give you some good content that you can use to change your life. And listen, I actually have, talking about fresh from the vault, I have one of my favorite videos, and you got to check this out. It's entitled, "What Are You Wearing and Where Are You Going?" Look, check out the video. Hello everybody, how you doing today? My name is Cicone Prince of CiconePrince.com, where we introduce you to yourself. And I have two questions for you today. Number one, what are you wearing? And number two, where are you going? I'll say that again. The first question is, what are you wearing? And the second question is, where are you going? Hey, look, I saw this guy the other day. He had on some bowling shoes, and he also had on some khaki pants and a polo shirt, but he was also wearing a glove with the fingers cut out. So I thought to myself, that guy's probably going bowling. So this other young lady, she had on a bikini top, a bikini bottom with some shorts over top and some flip-flops. She was also wearing shades. Thought to myself, she's probably going either to the pool or to the beach. So this other young man, he had on some steel-toe boots, some work pants, a work shirt, and a hat. Thought to myself, he's probably going to work. So what are you wearing? And where are you going? You know, I tell my kids all the time, I'm not raising kids. I'm raising adults. They look at me like, but we're not adults. I said, okay, do you wait till you get to school to put your school clothes on? You say, no. I said, do you wait till you get to church to put your church clothes on? They say, no, sir. I said, do you wait until you get in a pool to put your swimsuit on? They say, no, sir. I said, that's right, because you always get ready somewhere else. You always get dressed somewhere else. I said, well, you don't wait till you become an adult to learn how to be one. You know, now is the time, and this is the place where you learn the skills you're going to need to be an adult. Well, the same thing is true even with our success. You don't wait until you become successful to learn how to be that. You actually become a success before you are successful. I'm going to say that again because that was powerful. You learn how to become a success before you become successful. It's your mindset. It's how you think. It's how you picture life. It's what you deal with that puts you on the track and on the road to success. So what are you wearing? What attitude do you have that's going to actually get you to that place, to your goals of being successful? What are you wearing and where are you going? Because if you're wearing a bad attitude, you're probably not going to get where you think you should get or where you think you want to get. But if you have the mindset of success, if you start thinking about success even now, you start operating in success, by the grace of God, you'll be able to make it. So my question to you is, what are you wearing and where are you going? Hey, look, this is Cicone Prince of CiconePrince.com introducing you to yourself, and I ask you to please like and share this video. Thank you. Wasn't that amazing? I mean, just to think about how you have to have your mind right in order for you to get where you want to be. What are you wearing and where are you going? So dealing with your mental state of mind is so important because that's going to determine the level of success you see, whether in life, in business, in relationships, even in ministry. You have to make sure that your mind is where it needs to be. You have to see where you're going even before you get there. And so, what are you wearing and where are you going? I'm telling you, I have some more stuff to share and it's going to be an incredible time. But listen, now we're going to transition just a little bit into the leadership aspect of what we do. You know, when I started doing motivational speaking, of course, like I said, my focus is personal development. And I had a summit. The summit was entitled, Are You Climbing the Wrong Mountain? It's the title of my Amazon award-winning best-selling book of the same name. But you know, I realized something, that trying to get companies to send their employees to an Are You Climbing the Wrong Mountain summit kind of didn't go over too well. Because people would come in and be like, okay, I'm in the wrong place, I quit. And they would have a hard time explaining or justifying sending somebody to a conference like that. And like I said, because we started with personal development, leadership development was the next logical step. So we rebranded our conference. It's no longer Are You Climbing the Wrong Mountain? Our conference now is named Next Level Leadership Summit. And our slogan is, we're leading the way. And so with that being said, I want to share with you something that's interesting, something that I believe is game changing, because a lot of people think leadership is just external. But the reality is leadership starts on the inside, but it doesn't stay there. Listen, I'm going to share this video with you because I know it's going to help you see exactly what I'm talking about. Here's something else fresh from the vault. Leadership starts on the inside, but it doesn't stay there. Hi, this is Cicone Prince with Next Level Leadership Summit. And I want you to know that leadership starts on the inside, but it doesn't stay there. Dr. Miles Monroe said that leaders are angry. And I was like, whoa. What do you mean leaders are angry? And what he meant was that leaders are not satisfied with things being the way that they are. So what a leader does, a leader sees something that needs to be changed, starts on the inside, but it doesn't stay there, meaning that they take the step. They step up and they speak up for the things that they want to see change. They become the change that they want to see. So as a leader, you have to make sure that you are doing whatever it is you can do to make the situation, the circumstances, the organization, or the business better. You don't pawn it off on somebody else. You don't wait for somebody else to call you and say, hey, what needs to be done? As a leader, you take action. But you're also accountable for that action. You don't just put it off on somebody else or say, it's not my problem or it wasn't me. When you take action, you take ownership. You need to write that down, by the way. When you take action, you need to take ownership. Ownership for the things that you are willing to do. Again, like I said, leadership starts on the inside, but it doesn't stay there. Now, when it comes to being a leader, you have to make it a point that you are willing to step forward. You're willing to be accountable, and you're willing to make sure that whatever has to be done gets done. You don't necessarily have to do it all yourself, but you make sure that it gets done. And an effective leader realizes, I can't do it all alone, but I need help. And so that's when you get people around you that can help you accomplish your goals and your mission. Again, leadership starts on the inside, but it doesn't stay there. I know this young man, he actually spent a whole lot of time thinking about and creating artwork. But the artwork didn't stop there. He actually wanted to take his artwork and make clothing. That's right, clothing. And that's how we get our sponsor for this week's video, none other than my good friend Elijah McCrary, and the UNULux clothing brand. Check out the promo video. As you can tell, he may have started with t-shirts, but he didn't stop there. And that's what a leader does. A leader doesn't just accomplish one thing, but they continue to grow and conquer new and new mountains. And so my hat's off to him because he's one of the most creative persons I know. But what about you? What is it that you can do as a leader to help make the world a better place? What is your calling? What is the thing that you've been given to do? What is the thing that you're passionate about? The thing that keeps you up at night, or the thing that just really makes you angry and you want to see a change? Once you've identified that, it's not a question of who's going to let you. The question becomes, who's going to stop you?
The wait is finally over for Cicone's most anticipated book of the year, Leadership That Lasts, passing on 10 solid principles to ensure an enduring legacy. Powerful, effective, impactful, helpful, dynamic, phenomenal, transformative, life-changing. Available now in Amazon. Order yours today.
Ready for a nap right now.
And we don't have to work hard like that.
Right.
Man, it's about time for us to get started.
Well, we are. It's we live. We just waiting on you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, men of God. Welcome to the National Men's Prayer Call.
And you know that I'm the Messiah. And on that rock, I'll be able to build your faith, your ministry, your identity, everything based on that fundamental knowledge that you know my identity.
Plan. Most of us are trying to game plan these different areas of life. Like, how am I going to win in my business? How am I going to, get this relationship right? How am I going to lose that 20 or 30 pounds, right? That COVID-19 that a lot of us put on. Like, we got plans for everything else, but what is the God plan?
Somebody asked me, Cicone, how did you get started in motivational speaking? Well, it's quite funny. I was actually at a conference back in 2012 in Dallas, Texas. And while I was there, I get a call from the conference organizers. And they said, Cicone, your business has been selected to be a part of our Quick Pitch Business Olympics. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the Crystal Ballroom at 9 o'clock. And I hung up the phone. I was like, man, what is this Quick Pitch Business Olympics? I grabbed the brochure. I flipped through it. I find the date and time. And it says I have 3 minutes to pitch my business to a select panel of judges and the listening audience. So I immediately started to rehearse my elevator speech. I immediately started to go over and over again my speech for my company. My company at the time was a 3D animation company called 3D Solution Providers. And our slogan was, we help small business look big. Well, I practiced over and over and over again because I wanted to be ready for my opportunity. Somebody once said that success happens when preparation meets opportunity. Success happens when preparation meets opportunity. And I was preparing for my opportunity so that I would be successful. Well, the next morning I got up early and I went to the room and I started to look around and see what was going on. I noticed there was a guy in the back and he was running the AV system. And I went up to him and said, hey, can you play an MPEG file? He said, sure. I said, okay, listen, I have it on my phone. Can you copy it off? He copied it off, pulled it up, made sure everything worked fine. Everything was good. I'm like, good, great. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna talk for about 1.5 minutes because I only have 3 minutes. And then I'm gonna ask you to play the file. Now, the funny thing about this was that they literally had a countdown. I mean, 3 minutes and that was it. And this wasn't like in church, because I tell you, in church, sometimes people go on and on and on. 3 minutes, they cut your mic. I mean, they just turned it slap off. So I knew I had to stay within that time frame. I wasn't the first company they called, and I was glad because I was nervous. I mean, this is a national conference. People from all over the country and, quite frankly, all over the world. Well, I wound up being contestant number 8. I got up there and I started talking. And while I was talking, I had an epiphany. And that epiphany that my words could be used for more than selling a product or service. My word could be used to help uplift and change people's lives. Later on, I wrote my first book, Are You Climbing the Wrong Mountain? About finding your true purpose. And I talk about it in that book that there are 3 things you can learn by being on the wrong mountain. The first thing is you can learn this is not it. I can scratch this off my list. This is not where I'm supposed to be. The second thing is even being on the wrong mountain, you can see the right one. And that's what happened to me in Dallas. I saw where I was supposed to be. I saw what I was supposed to be doing. But the third thing that I learned, even by being on the wrong mountain, is that once I've identified the right one, it's not going to take me that long to get up it because I have mountain climbing skills. There was stuff I learned running my 3D animation company that I took over and translated over to me doing motivational speaking. To tell you how that story ended, well, I won't tell you. I'll show you. Check this video out.
Cicone, just give us your name for mic check and
Cicone Prince. Good morning. My name is Cicone Prince, president of 3D Solution Providers in Los Angeles. 3D Solution Providers is an animation company. We specialize in creating animation and custom animations for our clients. We do this by tailoring their animations based upon their needs. Our company has been in business since 2002, and our primary target audience is small business. Our current business model is helping small business look big. In the course of our existence, we have helped companies illustrate prototypes for engines, new additions to the hospital, anything that you can basically talk about and or illustrate, we can help you with that respect. Our company prides itself on having a passion for what we do. We take your vision and we illustrate it in 3D. So if there's something that you need to communicate, you have problems sharing your vision with your clients, we can take that and create a visual animation which will show exactly what you're trying to communicate. Our website is www.3dsolvepro.com. That's the number 3, the letter D, SOLPRO.com. And the AD guy has a little animation that's going to be shown. Now, someone would ask, okay, if this is an elevator pitch, how can you show that to someone on the go? Well, I keep that same animation on my cell phone, so I can communicate to people exactly why. I am Cicone Prince, president of 3D Solution Providers in Los Angeles. Thank you.
Karen Gray will be next. Karen Gray. Oh, I'm sorry, Karen.
And see, that's what happens when preparation meets opportunity. You see success. Well, listen, this has been my first show, and I am so excited because I have more to come. We have some more interviews that are going to be coming. You don't want to miss those. And listen, if you want to be a part of the show, go to ciconeprince.com/show. That's where you find out all the information about being a sponsor and maybe even about being a guest. So if you get a chance, do that today. And don't forget, we need for you to go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Go to our Instagram, follow us on Instagram, go follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. We need to get your feedback because we want to bring content that's going to help you be a better person personally and a better leader. And listen, I do have a last word for you. That can be found in Luke chapter 12, verse 48b. Luke chapter 12, verse 48b. It says, "For unto whomsoever much is given, of him much shall be required. And to whom men have commended much, of him they will ask the more." And that's a scripture that I live by. And I believe that a lot of people really don't understand what they've been given. So quite frankly, they don't see the responsibility that comes with that. So I want to encourage you to spend some time getting to know yourself so that you can help those around you. Hey, look, this is Cicone Prince of CiconePrince.com and the CiconePrince.com show where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And look, we are just getting started. This is the first episode and you don't want to miss what's coming next. We'll see you next week. God bless. Bye. Hey, you want to be my new best friend? Listen, grab your phone and click on your iHeartRadio app. Then go to where it says search and type in Next Level Leadership Summit with Cicone Prince. Okay, they don't have it under that name just yet, but the link says iHeart.com/podcast/269 Look, never mind. I'm going to put the link around this video and you can click on that link and you can listen to my podcast on iHeartRadio. And don't forget to subscribe. Man, this is great. I'm running with the big dogs.